Goats Podcast.
So a nigga come to you right now, put a gun in your head, name 3 Bow Wow songs off the rip. 3 Bow Wow songs.
I saw that shit a little bit earlier. Let me think. Let me really think.
Yo,
Bow Wow.
3 what?
3 Bow Wow songs.
3 Bow Wow songs.
Lil Bow Wow, the rapper.
I don't.
Can you name 3?
Bitch, I know one song, Lil Bow Wow. You just don't know. You remember that shit?
But what's the name of that song though?
I forgot, nigga.
He got that. Okay, he got that one song with Omarion that.
Oh, Let Me Hold You.
Yeah,
okay,
Let Me Hold
that's
You.
Easy. You got 10 seconds, bitch.
I can't think of. Okay, he got Basketball. We playing basketball.
Is that his song?
It's from that movie, Like Mike.
That's not his shit though.
That's his song.
Is it his song?
He the only one on the
Is
song.
that the name of the song? You sure?
I have no idea if that's the name of the song.
You got a name. You got
But the hook say basketball. What's another one?
I know Shorty Like Mine with him. And
Shorty
Chris
Like Mine. Okay, that's 2.
That's 2.
Name a solo one with him though.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It's solo, straight solo. I don't know none straight solo. I just know that song, the one I was rapping before. I think it's called Damn. Oh, is that?
That's Snoop.
Snoop, nigga.
But he do got a song with Snoop too. Like he was working with Snoop when he first came out.
I used to dead think that was his uncle, nigga.
Nah,
back in the day. But everybody.
I think he was signed to Snoop at first. But nah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so yeah.
But Bow Wow is a whole legend out here though. Like people need to quit fucking.
Nah, but he did that to himself, nigga. Like,
yeah, he was out here trolling.
That jet shit. Like, he was like, and that nigga was riding first. That bitch was sitting next to me on the plane. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
He was riding economy trying to act like he was in a private jet.
Why would he do that? He got bread. Niggas got bread. Niggas.
I don't think he got as much bread as he be trying to let off.
He used to be like the top paid, like back in the day.
Yeah, but money go out fast.
Yeah, but like he became a host on 106 in Park and quit rapping for a while. And you know, like 106 Park wasn't paying him millions or no shit like that.
That was the shit though.
It was with Free, Big Booty Free. You remember Free and AJ?
Oh yeah,
Free had the curly hair and
like
the humongous booty.
Yeah, I remember her. The light skin shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember her. Light skin shorty. Bitches would be amped to get off school, watch that fucking 106 in Park. That's crazy. Yeah. So the Bow Wow shit.
Go back to his cam real quick. Okay, it's cool.
So the Bow Wow shit, yeah, I would probably.
Yeah, I really couldn't name 3 of his songs
shit
though.
Pushed back, or niggas would push my shit all the way back because I don't know them shits. I would have got 2 songs, nigga.
Yeah, but Bow Wow got a lot of hit records though.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I bet if you asked any girl that was his fan from that generation, they could name fucking 20 songs.
Nigga, I probably know. But the crazy thing is this, like, how we forget them shits. Because, bitch, I can remember, like, you know, people like Usher. Nigga, I probably even could name some fucking NSYNC songs. Nigga,
but
NSYNC.
Usher was more relatable to us back then.
Nigga, NSYNC?
NSYNC?
Nigga,
they had some relatable ass songs.
Bitch, Backstreet Boys, nigga. I like, you feel me? I can remember some shit like that, nigga.
But I'm saying, like, Bow Wow, I was never a fan of Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was. I knew like of him.
Lil Romeo.
Hell no, nigga. But I knew who these niggas was. But I wasn't in that age group. I wasn't a little girl to be like super Bow Wow fan. But of course, I was aware of him because he was coming up in the era of the 106 in Parks and when all the music videos were still on TV and shit like that, and it wasn't no like internet like that. So he was still in that era of like real stars. You know what I'm saying? Where you had to like be a part of the machine, be on TV. To be like a real, like he was at one point, he was a fucking superstar. You know what I'm saying? Nigga had movies and all type of shit. You know,
that's a fact.
Selling millions of ringtones and shit when ringtones was hot.
That nigga was on Cousin Skeeter too, right? You remember Cousin Skeeter?
Was he on Cousin Skeeter?
I don't know. Was he? You remember Cousin Skeeter, bitch? I know you remember that shit. That shit was lit, nigga, back in the day.
Was he popular in France?
So I don't know him and
23.
And
oh yeah, you just 23. Yeah,
but a lot of people, like, I believe from generation like that you name, I know them.
Okay.
That's the thing, because they still exist now. So if he was that big, I wonder why did he disappear?
Because he got that.
Say if you have movie, if you have everything, your name is not supposed to die. Like
his name will never die. He ain't as famous as he was back then, but it's a different time, and he got that whole. Like, he was famous very young.
But he was famous. But at the same time, though, too, the time era we talk about, yeah, he was a superstar there, but he was still kind of famous up until, it was like after Sierra. It was like, I ain't hear from that nigga no more.
Well, he kept disappearing from music to do other shit, to do his movies, to do 106 in Park, to act, to whatever. And he, like most people who become famous when they that young as he was, that fame don't carry on the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Most child stars
Like
are not famous when they become adults because it's not the same appeal anymore.
I get that. That's one of my big questions for like TikTok star right now, Instagram star. You know, new generation. People,
Like Charlie D'Amelio, whatever her name is.
Yeah. Like
The most famous TikToker.
Exactly. You become like famous early now.
Yeah.
Like, super young.
It's not really hard.
But now fame is not the same as it was back then.
At all, of course.
Like you can be famous these days
with no one knowing you. Like, honestly.
But you could be famous with no talent and not really be a star. You know what I'm saying? But back then,
that's
you really had to be one of those people to be famous and to be a star.
Yeah, that was my thing when the last time we was talking about, like, you know, we was talking about, that's what kind of frustrates me when we talk about shit like comparing like Jay-Z to, you know, when they do these versus battles, like, yo, bro, you can't compare like certain people because nowadays it's easier for people to put their music. Back then you had to, like, if you was good, you got radio play, and niggas had to come and buy your CD. Now it's like, you know, you could just be walking down the fucking street or be on a social media app and hear a song, you know, repetitively.
Exactly. Like especially with music, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, music don't have the same impact it do these days as it did back then because of what you just said. Like, back then, you had to really invest in the artist. You know what I'm saying? You had to get up, go to the motherfucking record store, buy the record before you even really heard it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And go home and listen to it. And because you spent like $20-$15 on it, you listen to it and you wanted to like it because you spent probably your allowance for that week on it and shit. So you listen to it over and over until you picked out some songs that you liked and shit. But now you can take $10 a month and for a month and subscribe to Spotify and have all the music.
And every Friday you have 10 new albums.
Every day you have a million new songs.
EPs, all types of shit.
So people don't have to invest in music anymore. Like, they ain't even got to invest their time. Like, I know a lot of people, they just listen to playlists. They'll like a song and not even know who sing it or what they look like. Yeah. Don't know nothing about them. I do this shit. People do it to me. Sometimes people come to my tattoo shop and one of my songs will come on and they be like, oh, I love that song, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, oh, that's cool. That's my song. They be like, that's not you. Yeah. I be like, okay. But I go extra deep when I tattoo them. But anyway, but it's real shit though. Like, and that kind of like, as a musician, kind of is making me it's a bunch of reasons why I'm kind of shying away from the whole music thing, but that's one of the factors why
I don't think it's like authentic anymore type shit. I mean,
well, that too.
I mean, you gotta think, bro, like niggas is farting in
jars
and shit to become famous nowadays and make money.
I think that's a big generation like thing. Is you can really get famous out of nowhere, out of nothing, and like I really wonder. And this is why I say like it's not even about how you get famous. My biggest question is how this fame is gonna stay over time. Because if you start your fame out of nothing and you know like
And you don't do anything with your fame?
Like a movie, but like apparently Charli D'Amelio. Like,
she made a movie.
I don't know if it's her. Like a big TikToker made a movie, and apparently it was like a big flop, like because it was bad.
Oh, I didn't even hear about it.
That's the thing with Netflix. But the thing is, like,
it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on. Oh, okay. You're not an actor. You know when you're an actor, like let's say they take Brad Pitt or like Denzel. When they were shit, no one was seeing them.
Yeah.
When they start to appear on the screen, they were really highly talented.
Yeah, you know? They were seasoned.
Exactly. You arrive like at the top of your exposure because you have like your 40 million like TikTok followers. You at the highest point. You drop something shit.
And you're 16 years old.
But then what's gonna happen next? Because you make movie. You're not that good. Then you make song. You make money, of course. I don't say they will run out of money. They make millions, out of TikTok.
Yeah. But for how long, though?
I mean, I believe you have millions and good manager. You don't need to worry about,
But a lot of people that make all that money when they that young, that shit don't last that long.
Yeah.
Either they fuck it up or their accountant fuck it up.
The only person I know that
family
most of the time it's their family.
The only person I know that's young. That's doing really, really well with their money is the streamer, and Chris will know, is Ninja. That bitch, he makes, Ninja like from Fort, like he makes mad money. Like I don't know if you know, he's a gamer. He can make blue head. He got blue head. He be on Fortnite and shit like that.
No,
he's mad. I think he's like Yage. I think he's like maybe one of the top paid like
Twitch streamers.
Twitch and shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, for Tim, bro, and he's mad young, and he don't, you don't ever see him like, he hasn't even bought a house or nothing yet. Like he just
gaming.
He's gaming, saving his bread. He don't be flashing, he ain't buying all expensive cars and shit like that. He don't do none of that.
In the top 10 of the biggest YouTuber earner, which are actually the one that make the most money on social media. And the top 10, 3 of them are kids.
That's crazy.
That's mad.
Cause the internet is a kid's game. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get into TikTok and shit like that. Like
kids, like day 6, like they do unboxing of
oh yeah,
like making millions. Like really 20 million a year unboxing toy.
Yeah, but that's their parents exploiting them too.
That's shit, nigga. That's fine, nigga. You need to get the kids together and start opening shit, nigga.
Copy that shit.
On camera. That's insane.
Shit, they could put them on the podcast, nigga.
The thing with trying to like film video content with like small kids is like, if it's hard to get them to understand what the fuck is going on and why, like, you just standing there looking at them with a camera and shit. Because Liam, he models,
Yeah.
He had a model job yesterday with, I can't remember the company or whatever.
Easy life.
But sometimes his model shoots go okay. But like yesterday, sometimes, most of the time, he get on them big sets with all them lights in his face and them cameras, and he's
upset.
He upset. Like, he don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just want, especially if my wife take him, he just want her to hold him. You know what I'm saying? If she try to sit him down on the set and expect him to smile, he be like, hell nah, get me the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how cute y'all think I am. I ain't taking these pictures, So it's hard to like film like content with kids and shit.
Yeah.
Unless it's like some slice of life shit where they don't know you filming and you just kind of filming like reality shits and shit.
Yeah, but
if you're trying to direct them, that's such a hard thing.
He's young.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he's 6 and I can explain kinda.
And I believe because he's so used to it, like at 6, he'll be a high performing like.
Yeah, and that's what I be trying to tell my girl, because she be like, I don't know why I'm like, he's not even 2 years old yet. He don't know what's going on. Yeah. Like give him some slack,
Yeah, but at the same time, he's definitely aware. He, gonna be aware. If he's used to it. Like
the more he do it, he gonna get used to it and shit. But the thing is, like with these agencies, if you fuck it up too many times, they be like,
The Quote Goats Podcast. Available every weekday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.